Okay, babes, let's talk about how to have a phenomenal 2022, particularly when it comes to setting goals. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through some of my latest goal setting techniques and methods that I am using to plan my 2022 goals. So come and set some goals with me and let's crush this year together. Now, as you can imagine from somebody who's been doing this for like 5 years, I've been coaching teens on personal development skills, and goals is like where I started with everything. I truly switch up my goal setting methods all the time. So I will read new methods and I'll try them out. I'll go back to some old ones that I had forgotten about. I'll revisit some. Maybe 1 year, like this method's really working for me versus these methods. So all that to say, in this video, I'm going to share a couple different things that I've shared in some of my other videos. So you might want to check those out on, how to set goals for the school year and, how to push through a goal plateau, because those are all different techniques. And there's going to be a technique that speaks to you. And so you can find that in some of these videos. It might be in this video, but let's start. So I want you to get a pen, paper, and let's do this together. Because I don't know about you, but 2022, I feel it. It's going to be amazing. I'm not going to promise anything like that there would be no COVID like I did in 2021. But personally, I am so excited about this year. So the first thing that I want you to do when it comes to planning out your new year is I want you to just brainstorm and write down anything that you want to accomplish this year. Maybe you already know some of those big goals that you're excited about, but I also so write those first, right? Get those past are the easy answers in our brain. And then I want you to set a timer for about 5 minutes. And I just want you to brainstorm. And if that 5-minute timer goes off and you're still brainstorming, set another one and just write down things. A lot of people I'll do this with actual girls. I'll go to wards, I'll go to schools, and we'll do this. And a lot of girls, they'll be writing down something and then they'll start to scratch it out. And I'll say, wait, why are you scratching out that goal? And they said, well, it's not really a goal. I already have a job. And so I just put I want to work this summer and that's going to happen. And so I don't need to write it as a goal. And I'm like, no, write it. More than even just goals of things we haven't done before, we also want to write a roadmap almost of okay, I'm going to be working and I want to visit this place and I want to make this much money. And maybe some of those things aren't going to be a surprise. Maybe some of those things aren't going to be hard to do at all. It'd actually be hard not to do those things, with the schedule and plans that you already have in place, but let's write them down. So get out your pen, paper. I want to see you again. And I want you to have a list of brainstormed just ideas of anything that sounds fun, exciting, going to push you this year. Write it down. So we're back. You've taken some time to write down some goals. Here's just a quick little list of mine. I hope you have way more than I have written down. I took about 30 seconds. But what I want you to do is now I want you to look back over that list and I want you to circle 1 to 5 things that are going to be your big major focus for the year. Now, to me, the technique that's worked for me is only focusing up to 5 things. Because if I pick 12 amazing things that I'm going to do in 2022, if I actually broke that down, that's 1 a month, which might be possible for some, but some are probably going to carry over into other years. And so it's just holy cow, what do I put my focus on? And so we're going to pick lots of goals. Don't think that these are your only goals for the year, but I'm just trying to get your focus on what goals am I the very most excited about? What goal on here, if I did that, that would truly be so incredible and I would just be so proud of myself. What goal on here is critical for the next step of my life? What goal on here is if I don't accomplish anything else, but I got this one done, that would mean so much to me. So I want you to go back through and I want you to circle 1 to 5, okay? You can have 2, you can have 3, you can have 5, you can have just one that you're really excited about. This doesn't mean that the other goals aren't important or that we're not going to do them. This is just getting our focus lasered in on what really would help us to progress our life in 2022. Okay, so I circled a couple of them that are going to be my main focus for 2022, but I also put stars and smiley faces next to the ones that I was just oh, I'm so excited about, right? There's some of the things that I'm really looking forward to in 2022 that are still gonna happen for me. I'm gonna totally work on them, but they're maybe not my main focus. But what you're gonna do with the ones that you circled, and also the other goals on your list that you choose to do, we're gonna sort them into behavior-based goals and results-based goals. Now, what's the difference? So a behavior-based goal, I love to how it fits into this category is it's based 100% off of your behavior. So you ask yourself, can I accomplish this goal 100% on my own, guaranteed if I do these things, okay? A results one is, I can still work super hard on this and I can still do all those behaviors that I want to do, but there's still 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 10 factors that are out of my control. So an example of this would be, I have a goal. It's been a goal for a long time. I want to hit 10,000 subscribers, okay? And guess what? That one falls under the category of a results-based goal because I can post a video every week. I can tell thousands of people to subscribe to my channel, right? I can put out the best videos I can possibly put out. I can put out more videos. I could put out fewer. I could do so many things to try to get my videos up there, to watch all the YouTube, people that know what to do and implement those things. And yet there's still somebody out there that has to click subscribe, right? And I can't control that. No matter how hard I worked or how many videos I put out, I have no control over whether 100 people subscribe to my channel or 10,000 in 1 month, right? So that's why it falls into the results-based side. One thing that would be a good example, sorry, I dropped my pen. A good example of a behavior-based goal is one that's 100% in your control. So this is mine. I'm just being honest. I'm gonna go on Accutane this year, and I'm very excited about it. I'm a little nervous too, just ready to clear up my adult acne. And so that one is 100% in my control. I've talked to my doctors. All I have to do is show up at my appointment. I have to take the pills every day, right? And then I can successfully, with nobody else involved, caveat doctors, right? But only me. I don't need my husband to go get it for me. I don't need my mom and dad to give me permission, right? I 100% can, at the end of the year, check that off, right? It's also 100% on me if I don't do that, right? And I'm just saying, I'm the one that gets to change my mind on that. I'm the one that gets to say, you know what, I've decided that isn't for me, or you know what, I'm gonna do it sooner or later. It's in my control. One that you might be facing as a teenager and that I use as an example a lot is going to prom. So going to prom would be a results-based goal because you don't know if you're gonna get asked. You can be so cute, so flirty, so friendly, and nobody can ask you. The dance could get canceled, it could get moved, right? And so we can't hang our hat on that goal. Now, it's an easy fix, right? We can take that and say, you know what? I can't control who asks me or if my boyfriend breaks up with me right before, or if they cancel the dance or whatever. But I can write down a goal that I want to, flirt and talk to these people and make new friends and ask everybody I can ask to a dance. And if I don't get asked to prom, I will still complete my goal if I just go stag, right? Or, just kind of switching it so it fits and it can be 100% within your control. Now, there are some goals that I don't think that you need to convert over to a behavior-based goal because they don't necessarily work. And one of those would be my 10,000 subscribers. I can't control that. If I was the behavior things that I can do about that, where that does translate is I can put out a video every week. I can improve my content and my quality. I can, promote it more on social media. I can do all those things and check off the box and still be so incredibly proud of myself and not hit that 10,000. But here's the thing. I'm leaving it on my list because it's something that I am going to celebrate when it happens for me. And so if you are choosing to leave a results-based goal on your list this year, or your board or your visions board, whatever you decide to put it on, just No, it has to come with a different expectation, and it has to come with a different feeling. So, my goal hanging up there of, I'm gonna finish Accutane and have clear skin, right? That I've already okay, I'm gonna schedule the appointments. I'm gonna call the doctor. Like that goal, I look at it and I'm like, let's tackle this. Let's get to it. My 10,000 subscriber goal that's on my vision board, I look at it and I'm like, man, that is gonna be so exciting when I hit it. Let me brainstorm. How could I get there faster? Well, I could put out better videos. I could do this. I could try this. But man, isn't it going to be exciting when that happens for me? And I have let go of expectations of what that looks like when that happens. And so if you can get to that kind of place with a results-based goal, keep it. If not, we need to shift them into a behavior-based goal. Now, my last step for you to have a killer 2022 is we're gonna take our goals, and we've sorted them into results-based goals and my behavior goals, and I've converted some and I've left some up there that are just gonna inspire me, and I'm gonna be I'm so excited for that to happen for me whenever it happens for me. But then for your goals that we're going to crush this year, 100% dependent on you, we are now going to calendar them out, I like to call it, and we are going to set tiny, baby, weekly and monthly goals that are going to bring us closer to that goal achievement. So on here, I have a goal that I want to go on a couples trip with my husband, right? And so that's a goal where I'm like, okay, our anniversary is in September. Let's go in September, and plan it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a reminder in my planner. And if you don't have a planner, let's get one because I love planners. In maybe June, that says start planning couples trip, right? And that goal's an easy kind of fun one, but I still might need to save up some money. I still might need to brainstorm with him, okay, where do we want to go and for how long and what does this look like for us with our budget and our time frame and our kids? And so that one, I'm going to literally put in my calendar for September, and I'm going to put a reminder in June. Okay. Another goal, let's say you want to get an A in math class this semester. You are going to put, okay, January, I'm going to find a math tutor. Okay. And that might have to be free. It might be paid, whatever. But by January 30th, I am going to have a math tutor and a math tutor appointment that I will go to. February, my goal in February is to go to all my tutoring appointments and to go in after school at least 2 times. Okay. By March, I'm going to reassess my goals and see where I'm at, right? Do you see how these are all baby steps so that by the time we get to April, May, June, right, when your final grades are posted, we're not cramming, we're not surprised, and we're not sad because we've done the necessary steps. Because if we don't, we're just okay, I'm going to get better at math and I don't know, maybe I'll get a tutor, right? And we're just human beings, right? We'll push that off until it becomes so painful not to push it off anymore. And usually that happens when it's a little bit too late to fix your grade. So see how you can back up your goals. A lot of them might have hard deadlines. Some of them won't, so you have to give them hard deadlines, but then back them up and plan monthly and weekly little goals that are going to lead you closer to that. A lot of people plan health and fitness goals. One of those would be okay, if my goal is to drink more water this year, by next week, goal number 1, I'm going to buy a water bottle, right? That I like to drink out of, that has the right ounces for me, or is easy for me. My water bottle, I'm okay, I have to drink 2 of these a day. Okay, I can do that, 2 of these a day. Okay, and then by the next week, I need to be up to drinking 1 of those a day. Okay, and then by the end of the month, I need to be up to drinking it twice every day. And then maybe I have little stickers I put to make sure I've done it. Start to actually work and mold these goals to work for you, because if not, we forget about them, we push them off, and then come the end of the year, we're really sad and down on ourselves when we haven't accomplished them. So babe, those are my quick tips for you on how to set some killer 2022 goals that you will actually achieve. Like I mentioned earlier, I have so many goal setting techniques. This is a little bit different than how I planned 2021. It's even different than how I planned all my years before. So go check those out. There might be a technique there that speaks to you. I also have some videos on just plain old goal, I'm only thinking about one goal. What are some tactics to try to do this goal? Because there's lots of different ways to tackle goals, and sometimes people forget that and they just think because I don't know how to do it that they're doing it wrong. And it's just like any other skill. We have to learn, how do I accomplish goals and what ways work for me? So check out those videos. I hope this helped you out. Please subscribe if you're a teenager looking to master high school and beyond. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. So Abby J out.